we get to start putting the baseboards on is we come back to these ground posts that we've set, and we're just going to use a drift pin to steer them into running straight down here. We've got holes that are going to be used to attach to the bows and holes that are down here to attach to the baseboard. And we've turned all of these to where these holes are running right down the house. And then we've started at this end and we've set it flush. We've got a stripe on here, a black line on every single ground post that allows us to set this baseboard flush with that, flush with the end, and start working our way down. We can see we've got that on right at that line everywhere. And we've even come in here and started to place these clamps on that are going to work with our wind bracing that we're coming back to. We can see these joiner plates that we put on before we started. These were all laying down, and we put on the joiner plates that allow us to attach them away from the posts. And we come in to this next position. I can see that I'm right on that line. My holes are turned just right. And I don't want to overdrive these in any way because they can strip out in that wood. I hear just kind of a little ting of the metal hitting the metal post, and I know that it's all the way home. Pulled it up just a little bit, snugged it up, and it's ready to go. Then, after we have all these baseboards running down the side, it's going to run a little bit long. We're going to cut off at the end. Just use a wood sawzall. And then we start to put on these end wall baseboards. In this case, we need a string running across here because we don't have anything to guide us for the height running all the way across. And we're using a long Tech screw that's going to cut into the steel post as it goes on place. We've pre-drilled these and put the channels on them, have them all ready to go. They're marked as a right and left. Right as you're looking at the end of the hoop house from the outside. This is a right. I'm going to move it up to where it's in place here to start with. See that I'm hitting on a nice flat spot on the some screws are sharper than others. A sharp one cuts nice. And then the string is nice and tight. We move into where the string's in place. That gives us our place we want to set a ground post for that. We've got 6 ground posts. They've got a line marked at the top that we're going to drive down to the string. We just put a level on it. Move it up to the string, and you can see the marks we've put on this baseboard of where we want it to line up with. So I put it in position there with the string, with my bubbles reading good. And I'm going to drive that down to where this black line meets the string. Call us anytime you need some help, and we'd be glad to talk you through any of these steps.